This hybrid here is Oliver. Another plant of Jill Curley. Then we've got Blue Nile there. Lillian Bassett not yet in flower. A nice plant here, my favourite, of course, is Crown Jewel. And finally round the back at this date is this nice pink seedling raised from seed, sown probably 2008, something like that. We just go round the front of the house as there's a very deep blue seedling which is come into flower, a selection that I kept from seed a couple of years ago. Just have a little bit of film of that. It's due the 18th and we're down at the allotment. 2011 is turning out to be a good year for the Delphiniums. We're just looking at this named cultivar here that I did from a cutting. Unfortunately I can't actually just put a name on it. Just moving down the row now, I'll try to remember some of the names. This is Vanessa May. I think that's the first time I've seen it. It must have been one I purchased a couple of years ago. Conspicuous. And then we have the yellow one here, or the cream one, Kennington Carnival. Or possibly Kennington Classic actually, because I was just going to film in the back here. The first time again I think that I've seen Kennington Classic. That was one from Fred Hurst. That one there is I've just lost the name for a second. Beryl Burton, that's right, yes. The pink just coming out into flower here is Rosemary Brock, and one of the favourites must be this one here, which is Beryl Burton. Kestrel there, and the tall plant here is of course one of my favourites, Gordon Forsyth. We'll just have a wander down now to have a look at the seedlings and just make a few notes there. Well, we're looking here of course in this group here mostly of the hybrids that were raised in New Zealand. Paragon hybrids, apart from this one here in the picture now, with which is again a cutting taken from, just looking at the label, that's Frenella, another very nice one. Millennium hybrids, and I haven't seen this lighter blue form for some time. A plant that had sort of recovered from near on death has made it this year. There's still quite a few to come into flower, with which the show at Wimslow this time is the 10th of July, so we've got quite a bit of time to go yet. So whether some of these last out, these latter ones last out, time will tell. I'm just going to finally finish as I move round now to show this, once again film this seedling that I've selected out because of its nice sort of lilac-y pink colour and good flower head. I just missed some of the seedlings that are across the back of the allotment there. The white one there is quite a good one. I think that's worth pursuing. That again was a selection from seed, I think 2008, 2009, and there is a pink one, a semi-double pink one there just coming into flower. We're just out again the 20th of June 2011 as this plant of Lillian Bassett is just nicely in flower now, and I thought I'd like to get a shot of that. It looks like the last one to flower this year will be this plant of Sun-Kissed, with which might just be in time, or late enough should I say, for the show at Winslow for me to exhibit there, which is the 10th of July. This seedling is really quite a dark purple. No doubt the camera won't sort of recognise that colour. Pity that flower spike is so short. This was another seedling brought over from last year. If I recall correctly, that also was one brought over, but the flower placement is very poor. This is a name cultivar. I'm just trying to recall what it is, but Frenella possibly. June 23rd, 2011. We've just got the Gordon Forsyth here in flower, along with Lucille Sarr in there. Plants are still looking quite well, as can be seen. Just swing round now to look around the garden. Allotment friendship here is nicely in flower as well. There really is only a couple more to come out now. In the far distance there you can just see a couple of stems. That's Sun-Kissed, just yet to open its first flower. And the pink here, just bottom flowers, florets opening, that's Rosemary Brock. Not got any lilies out yet. A little group there, must be 7 foot, that stem there. Lucille Sarr in. And this white is the very first one that I bought in this latest batch of hybrids, Jill Curley. We're down at the allotment, July the 2nd, 2011. And this could well be the last bit of video of Delphiniums down here. We're just looking at these New Millennium hybrids here, the Paragon Purples. Just hoping, of course, that there'll be 2 or 3 stems that we're still looking good in what will be 8 days time for the Winslow flower show. Some of the smaller spikes still not open the first flowers, but I personally think it's a little bit dubious whether there's going to be anything left. The weather's very warm at the present time, and it could well be over and not worth the struggle of going across there on the Saturday evening to display them. 2nd of July 2011, and we're just having a last look at home as to what might be available to take across to Winslow, the later blooming Delphiniums. I had hoped this plant in front of us now, with which is Sunkist, might have been available. As there is 8 days to go and the weather's quite nice and warm, I can't see it. All of these of course will be past the best. I'm just walking across now because I just wanted to make a note there that this plant here, I'd just for a second there lost its name in my mind. Of course it's Pandora. I know I referred to it in an earlier piece of video up at Fred Hurst's farm. He'd got a plant there that looked quite well at this late time. And just finally today, that's the plant at home of Rosemary Brock. I'd just for a second there lost its name in my mind. Of course it's Pandora. I know I referred to it in an earlier piece of video up at Fred Hurst's farm. He'd got a plant there that looked quite well at this late time. And just finally today, that's the plant at home of Rosemary Brock.